Okay, hi guys. So we're just going to go through the tutorial for how to make this shape here. It's quite a basic shape. And when I look at this particular shape, the first thing I notice is the size of the base, which is 55 by 50, and the height of the base, if I look over here, is 10 millimeters. So I'm going to draw that first, a 55 by 50 rectangle, and extrude it then 10 millimeters. So I start with a new sketch, obviously. Start on the base plane, or flat plane. It's going to be 50 millimeters deep. It's going to be 55 millimeters wide. I get that shape there like that. Perfect. And I'm just going to go solid, extrude, select that shape, and bring that up 10 millimeters like that. Perfect. The next thing you're going to notice from the drawing is that you've got this shape over here, and when I look at the dimensions of it, it's 25 millimeters wide, it's 25 millimeters high, and this whole length here is 50 millimeters, we can see, and this gap here, this space, is 25 millimeters, which means 50 minus 25 gives me 25 here. So this is actually a cube, 25 by 25 by 25. So we're going to draw that onto our Fusion. Click on the top face, create a new sketch, get the rectangle tool, draw a line across 25, tab 25. We can select that, come back to solid, extrude 25. We've got that shape there. Perfect. Then we're going to go back to our drawing, and we can see that we've got this smaller shape here that we need to extrude now. So the first thing you'll notice is that it's 15 millimeters from the ground to the top of it. So this incline here is 5 millimeters, and you can also see that from the edge of the from the edge of the square inwards, there's a gap of 5 millimeters as well. So what we can then do is then say 25 minus 5 gives us 20 millimeters over here, and it's 20 all the way to the end. So I'm just going to again create a new sketch on that face, get my rectangle tool, bring it all the way to the end, which is 30, and then get it so that it's 20 over here, and I can select that now, solid, extrude, and that to be 5. And that is the shape that we now have. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into drawing. It's going to ask us to save it. We're going to call it demo 2. Call it 5DT, demo 2. Save that. And now we're going to quickly create the engineering drawing for it as well. So wait for it to load up. And then when I hover it over here, I'm going to get my front view. I'm going to leave that there. What I'm also going to do is make it a scale of 1.5 to 1. So 1 to 1, that is the actual size of the object. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, 1.5 times bigger than it actually is. So it's slightly bigger, which makes it easier for us to see, and that's the front face. I'm going to come across here, like we did before, to projected view, and then we're going to put the side view and the top view in as well. And that's it. I'm going to double click on this drawing here, change it to make it shaded so that they can see what the object actually looks like. And the last thing we're going to do is our dimensioning. So the first thing I want to show is how wide the object is. I can show how long it is here. Perfect. Okay. In this view here, I can show how high this little 5 millimeter gradient is. And on this side here, I'll show how high the other part is, so that's 10 mil. Okay. I can show you that this part here is 25. Now This part here is also 25. Okay. And the last thing that I need to show is this little gap here. Okay. Actually, I also need to show, no I don't, that's all I need to show really. So that they are all the dimensions that you would need to show the dimensioning for this object. Okay, so that's literally all that we need to do. We're going to come here again to the output, we're going to save it, call it 5dt demo2, save it as a PDF, and we've got the model and we've got the engineering drawing now done. So hopefully that has helped you produce this second model.